there, fellow marketers and personal branding developers. Professor Wolters here. And today it's time for us to take all this knowledge, all these videos we've watched about personal branding, all this kind of discussions we've had, and we're going to put it all together. Because now it's time for you to focus on your personal brand. It's time for you to develop your personal brand. It's time for you to go through those step-by-step processes to figure out what is your personal brand. And when we start thinking about our personal brand, we have to start thinking about ourselves and think about ourselves as a brand. What does my clothes say about me? What does my hair say about me? What does the way I talk say about me? What about what I talk about? What does that have to do with me? And these kind of things, all this is really influencing you, right? And it influences your personal brand. Who are your friends? Who are your enemies? Who are your frenemies? All of these things will influence that personal brand. So you look at it, look, what am I wearing? I mean, you all have watched a few of my videos by now, right? And have you noticed that I'm a professor? Yes, I actually have a PhD. I'm Dr. Mark Wolters. Evil Dr. Mark Wolters, of course. But the thing is, you don't see me in a suit and tie and all stuffy and here we are at the blackboard and let me answer these questions for you. No, I don't do those things. Why? Because that's not who I am. I'm not that stuffy professor. I want to be out and about and see the world and show the world to my students. And that's part of my personal brand. It's like, look, honest education that you can really use. That's what I'm about, right? And so it's taken me years and years to develop these things. Remember, it doesn't happen overnight, right? And so you start thinking about that. But what is really important is that you look at yourself. What is so dang awesome about you? Is it your brains? Is it your brawn? Is it your beauty? Is it all three? What is it? Is it your degree you're getting? Is it where you're studying? Is it what you can focus on? Is it your team building skills? You really have to start looking at yourself and figure out, like, what am I? Who am I? What do I bring to the table? You have to think about those things, okay? And as you start to think about your personal brand, what you want to do is really, start looking at, how do I clean up my online presence? What do I need to do to look better? Because you know what? You might look, we all look like, yes, hello. I think I even have like a jacket on in my LinkedIn profile. Crazy, I know, right? Like, no tie. Ain't no tie. Let's not go there. But like, he's got a jacket on and there's a shirt with a collar. This is so crazy. Like, Mark, you look so weird. But you start to look at it, like, look, your LinkedIn profile will look great, but what do you look like on your other online profiles? Let's start cleaning those things up as well to start building that brand, getting it all kind of on track. And that's why I always tell my students, like, look, if you have the things where people can tag you in pictures and you don't want other people, like, 'cause let's be honest, your friends don't always take the best pictures of you. Maybe you set it so only you see the pinned or the tag pictures versus other things. Might be a good idea. So after you do that, what I want you to start to do is really start asking yourself, what is your personal brand? What do you want to really be known for? And when you do that, there's some certain things you need to do. One thing, look at your unique strengths. What makes you so good at what you do? What are the attributes you have? What are the experiences you've had? Is it the classes you've taken? Is it the student groups you've been in? Is it the internships you had? Is it the study abroad experience you had? What is it? What is the thing that makes you so darn special? And it might be a lot of things, but make sure you can kind of write these things down, okay? And another thing I think is important, when you're developing a personal brand, know what are your personal values? What's important to you? And why are they important to you? Because the thing is, like, well, I know for jobs, they're all about, you got to be a team player. So I need to have that team playing is a good value I have. Well, is it? If it's not, well, then don't try to build your personal brand on something you don't like doing, because eventually we always come back to who we are, right? So let's find good things that we can really kind of speak to us, that we can develop. And that's why it's important to think about, what are you passionate about? Because if there's something you're passionate about, it's a lot easier to build your personal brand around that. I love travel. I love education. I love my students. It's a lot easier for me to develop my personal brand around teaching and travel, because that's what I love. Okay, so start thinking about those things, okay? And if you're not sure what really makes you passionate about, what are things that you do that give you purpose? What gets you up in the morning? Is it like, look, I want to get up, I want to do good at school. I get up because I want to build something. I want to make something out of myself. Great, you have drive. Let's focus on that, okay? And then when you're looking at your personal brand, you also want to look at is, hey, what's the career I want to take? What's the career path I'm looking to have? Because the thing is hey, don't worry. If you're not sure what you want to do when you grow up, it's okay. I don't either, all right? But you have an idea of where I think I want to go? Well, let's think about what brand traits are important for people at that position. And maybe I need to start building my brand that fits for that. You know how they say, dress for the part or dress for the job you want to have, act like the part of the job that you want to have? It's the same thing with your brand. Build your personal brand so it represents what you want to be, right? And so kind of think about those things, and that can help out. And another thing you might want to think about is also looking towards the future. You might look and say, what do I want to be known for? Do I want to be known for, my hard work? Do I want to be known for that I help people make money? Do I want to be known for that I've always been a good worker? I mean, what is it? What is it you want to be known for? Well, if this is what you want to be known for, then we also have to think strategically. What do I need to do to get to that point? How do I show those kind of things? Things like that. But the thing is you're taking all this information in as you try to develop your personal brand. And when you do that, you're really looking at it in terms of what will make me stand out in the eyes of those companies out there, of those customers out there in the industry I'm in. What are all those things? You kind of take all this together and you develop your personal brand. That who are you? I'm Mark Wolters. I believe in honesty and education and travel. I want to do everything I can to help out travelers, well, fellow travelers, I would say on my other channel, but also my fellow students out there, my fellow marketers. That's what I have. And so my personal brand is built around that. And so what I want you to do is kind of think about all these things for you and think about what is your personal brand? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to stand for as you grow in your career and your personal life? And realize things change over time, and that's okay because brands change as well. Remember, Toyota wasn't an awesome car at one time. Now it's fine, right? And so things change, and you can change too. But I want you to start someplace by developing your own personal brand. That's why this is one of your assignments, is to develop your own personal brand. So I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this personal branding section of the class, and I guess I'll just say bye. Bye.